Metopoulos. I didn't think so too. Problem.
222. Hey, hey, hey. 222. Why don't I have this? Three and four. 222. Hey, hey, hey. Let's try and fit it into 1 and 2. Hey, hey, hey. 1, 1, 1, 2. Oh. 1, 2. Okay, you're 1. That's 2. 2. Hey, hey. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a wrong adapter. Two, two, two. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Number 3. Let's try 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, hey. Come on. Two, two, two. 2, 2, 2. 1, 2. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. Hey, hey. Who set this up? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2. Hey, 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 hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cut that. Hey, hey. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you.
Hey, hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hey, hey. Wow. 1 sounds good. 1 no sound too good. Can I hear you?
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7,
It's wild.
8, 9, 10.
I'm a little louder than you, but we'll turn that down a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crazy. Okay. Get rid of this. Get some of that. Hey, 1, 2. Hoo hoo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's give some more view there, and we should be good. Hey, hey.
Thank you.
Check.
Yeah.
Check 1, 2. Hello, hello. Welcome to BMO Field in Toronto, Ontario. Check, 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 check. Hello, hello.
How's my sound?
Good.
Okay. Okay, so Juan Pablo is number 19. Do you have the link up? Okay.
match as we celebrate the football life of one of the best players to ever pull on the Toronto FC and Team Canada jersey. Today he welcomes fans and family to join him at BMO Field for a very special testimonial match presented by Alcatel One Touch and support of the D Rose Foundation. The match will feature D Rose All Canadians taking on D Rose All Stars. Today's match will include two 30-minute halves and a 10-minute halftime. Players will be allowed unlimited substitutions.
Number 14. Dero. Will be 14 probably. It's on the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome presenting sponsor of the Dwayne De Rosario Testimonial match and TFC's official smartphone partner, Alcatel One Touch. As an official TFC partner and one of Canada's top smartphone brands, Alcatel One Touch is committed to giving back to the community, and today is presenting Dwayne De Rosario a $10,000 donation to the D Rose Foundation. Present a check to Dwayne De Rosario. Please welcome Vice President, Senior Vice President, and General Manager of North America for Alcatel One Touch. Thank you for your contributions. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the Canadian National Anthem. Performing the anthem this afternoon, please welcome Canadian recording artist, right from Toronto, Charlie.
Oh,
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome inside BMO Field. This afternoon, we are celebrating the career of Dwayne De Rosario in his testimonial match as he sort of heads off into the sunset. He announced his retirement a few months ago, and today Toronto FC is going to be honoring him. Tonight, they'll be honoring him before their match against New York City. And today, we're going to play a fun sort of exhibition charity match for Dwayne De Rosario. Matt Antonio here with Chantel Blais. We're moments away from kickoff, and Chantel, it's going to be a fun, interesting afternoon. What do you think we can expect from these two sides?
It'll definitely be fun. It'll be competitive football. These guys have played together. They played against each other. So it'll be interesting to see one-on-one battles as well as the fancy footwork.
There are a couple hundred supporters in attendance tonight, and of course in the south end, the strongest supporters as always. Plenty of signs and banners out to commemorate the career of Dwayne De Rosario. Lengthy career for Toronto FC and for Team Canada with the men's national team. In 78 games for Toronto FC, he scored 28 goals. In 81 games for the Canadian men's national team, the senior team, he had 22 goals. The teams you see on the field in red, it is the D-Row All-Canadian team, and that's which team Dwayne De Rosario is on, at least to start this afternoon's game. They are in the red jerseys, moving from right to left, and in the white jerseys from left to right is the D-Row All-Stars. And we ask you to bear with us. We have the names of the on the rosters, not all of the accurate jersey numbers. So as we move forward, a little bit of confusion may come about. But some of the players on the All-Canadian team, which is coached by Toronto FC2 head coach Jason Bent, Kenny Stamatopoulos, David Edgar, Adrian Siriu, Paul Stalteri, Julian de Guzman, Robbie Aristodemo, Simeon Jackson, Tosaint Ricketts, who we saw here on Tuesday night score a couple of goals for Team Canada, Ali Gerby, of course, D-Row, Jordan Hamilton, Chris Manella, Paul Dolan, and Lyndon Hooper. Who on that all-Canadian roster stands out most for you, and might we see the most creativity and flair from this afternoon?
Well, I'm sure Dwayne De Rosario will be someone who all eyes will be on. But talking about the TFC2 team, Jason Bent does have some of his players on this team, Jordan Hamilton, Chris Manella. They'll be able to play together and kind of embrace what's happening, being able to play with someone that they idolize.
And at the same time, they've gone a couple of weeks without playing, so for them, this would be almost a good opportunity to shake off some of the rust. As D-Row pushes forward and was looking for a pass to the left side of the box, but our first scoring chance of the afternoon does not come to pass. On Team White, which is the D-Row All-Stars, some former teammates, including Danny Dicchio, another former Toronto FC player, Danny Kubermans. We have Brian Ching, Juan Pablo, Michael Petrasso, another Toronto FC2 player, Manuel Aparicio, Rick Titus, Leslie Fitzpatrick, Junior Hoyet, Daryl Gomez, Kay Kamara, Jamie Moreno, Armando Guevara, and Danley Johnson. So it should be a fun afternoon. We're going to play two 30-minute halves with a 10-minute halftime, and we thank you for joining us this afternoon on TorontoFC.ca. So, Chantel, what do you think, if we were going to put an over-under on this match in terms of goals, how high do you think we'll see this get this afternoon?
Well, for the fans, I'd hope that they could see a couple goals. I'm going to say maybe the most 3. I think it could be like a 3-2 game.
There's Dicchio down the left, cross into the box in the middle, and it falls off the right foot. And our second good scoring chance of the afternoon for the D-Row All-Canadians is again thwarted. Danny Dicchio, the member of Toronto FC, scoring the first goal in club history out there, wearing his customary number 9 on the white side. And again, should mention that Dwayne De Rosario will be honored before tonight's Toronto FC game. So if you are planning on heading down to BMO tonight, arrive a little bit early to catch the ceremony as they send off D-Row in style.
One thing with a game like this, these guys also have played together but haven't played together in a long time, so communication will be key to kind of tell each other where to go and how to make the run to pass through.
And some of these players probably not in the best condition of their football careers, so where the brain wants the ball to go or thinks that a player might be going, that player might not be able to get where they believe they're going. As De Rosario pressing forward. He's into the box. There's a shot, and he puts it over the goal. And it's quite obvious that it's his game, it's his match, it's his testimonial, and everybody on Team D-Row All-Canadian are trying to get Dwayne De Rosario the ball, and definitely the first goal.
Definitely.
Another caveat to this game this afternoon is that the teams will be allowed unlimited substitutions for some of those players that we mentioned that maybe not in the best condition, they'll be able to move in and out of the game as they see fit. And now the D-Row All-Stars pressing forward, and there's a right-footed lob. One touch, and it's well over the goal into the sands on the south end of BMO Field. An absolutely gorgeous afternoon for football. A little cool here down at BMO. The wind swirling around. As we see the flags indicating winds coming from the south end off Lake Ontario. And here are the D-Row All-Stars into the box. Looks like nobody wants to take the shot. Now there's one, and it's off a defender. And the D-Row All-Stars continue the pressure. There's a lob, and it's just over the goal. As the D-Row All-Stars come close to breaking the deadlock here as we hit the 5-minute mark of play in the first half. Our first throw-in of the game. Should mention we mentioned Jason Bent coaching the D-Row All-Canadians, recently inducted into the Brampton Sports Hall of Fame. And the coach for the D-Row All-Stars is Tony De Rosario. And Chantal, we were mentioning off air before we began that perhaps maybe we see Dwayne switch jerseys at halftime and perhaps play with some of the other friends that he brought out this afternoon.
It would be good to share the same experience with the other team, but I think we saw them after he shot over the net, kind of have a laugh with the opposing team. So either way, they're giving the respect that he very well deserves.
Out there on the Canadian side, we have Julian de Guzman, who we mentioned on our broadcast on Tuesday evening, is approaching the most caps ever for Team Canada. His appearance on Tuesday night, playing all 90 minutes, actually did not play all 90 minutes, played about 75 to 80 minutes on Tuesday night. He won his 80th cap for Team Canada, and that is second place behind Paul Stalteri, who has 84, who is his teammate on the D-Row All-Canadians this afternoon. As De Rosario collects it in the box and passes off to a teammate. Some fancy footwork moving in towards the goal line. Now sent back out wide for De Rosario. Back heel flick to Guzman. Cross, and there's our first offside of the match, and I'm sure that will draw some ribbing from players on both sides. Nice little give and go there. Brian Ching pushing forward. Crossed into the middle. There's a shot and a goal. It's Danny Dicchio. The first goal in Toronto FC history and the first goal in this afternoon's match, the Dwayne De Rosario testimonial. And it's Danny Dicchio who played with Dwayne De Rosario for so many years. He has put the D-Row All-Stars on the board. They lead 1-0 in the 8th minute.
Dicchio, no stranger to scoring. Obviously, he makes no mistake there, going low corner, beating the goalie.
something that he has done many times in this stadium while playing for Toronto FC.
And there's the chance. The chance began.
And let's see if this motivates Dwayne De Rosario to strike back quickly and get an equalizer for his All-Canadian side. And they've got him the ball on the edge of the box. De Guzman. They're looking for Dero, but that little chip is blocked down by a defender. And the Dero All-Stars will clear it, but that is out of bounds, and we'll have a All-Canadian throw-in. Push forward up to the left side of the field. Nice little give and go in the box. That didn't connect, and the All-Stars will clear it out back to midfield. Headed down by David Edgar. We saw him on Tuesday as well, playing in Canada's 4-0 victory over Dominica. There's Dero with it now. Chipping it in, left side. Opportunity for the Canadians, and it's shot wide. And this will be a corner to the Dero All-Canadians. We are 10 minutes into the first 30-minute half. The Dero All-Stars leading the All-Canadians by a score of 1-0. All-Canadian corner. Unsurprisingly, taken close. There's a strike, and it's over the goal into the seating behind John Conway in the Dero All-Star goal. And we see our first substitution of the match. It's on the All-Canadian side, and it's Kenny Stamatopoulos who's entering the match, and he will take his place in the Canadian goal.
Substitution for Dero Canada. Checking in number 27, Kenny Stamatopoulos, replacing number 44, Paul.
Dero All-Stars pushing forward once again, looking to add to their lead here. 1-0 early over the All-Canadians. We're in the 12th minute. Again, 2 30-minute halves will be played. Danny Dicchio with the opening goal for the All-Stars. He's looking for more. He's camped out in the middle of the box again. David Edgar among the All-Canadian players there providing some defense. Dicchio keeps it in. There's a left-footed flick, and it's just over the goal. And Kenny Stamatopoulos will remain untested as he has just entered the match. Looks like we've got a couple of substitutions coming up for the Dero All-Star side, the white jerseys. Kick forward by Stalteri, but a little bit too far for the intended target, and it's scooped up. And the Dero All-Stars will push out to midfield. De Guzman, De Rosario, nice little give and go. De Rosario's tried that a couple times today, the little behind the back heel flick. As you mentioned, these players just trying to get a little creative to spark some offense in this match this afternoon.
The first touch of these players is always so on point. So obviously when you mix it up a little back heel, it can be entertaining for us, as well as when it works out, it's just an absolute beauty goal.
The All-Stars pushing forward again. Dicchio in the middle, looking for a cross, didn't come. That's headed away by David Edgar, and Julian De Guzman will send it out wide on the right side, and the D-Row All-Canadians will begin their attack up to midfield. There's De Rosario in the middle. Sends it up on the right side. And a nice sliding play there by the defender. Now you know this crowd of a few hundred gathered at BMO Field is just waiting to erupt when Dwayne De Rosario hopefully eventually scores a goal in this match. Now into the 15th minute, so we're about halfway through the opening half. There's Dicchio. I don't think he expected the ball to find its way to him, and he quickly shot out the right foot, and Kenny Stamatopoulos made the save, and looks like he's having a laugh with Adrian Serio, and I believe Adrian purposely let that ball go through to Danny Dicchio so that he could test Kenny Stamatopoulos as they have a chuckle about it.
He did mag himself there.
All in good fun here this afternoon. There's D-Row out to the left side. Stalteri finds Dwayne. And no shot coming here from the Canadians. De Rosario has had the opportunity. It almost looks like De Rosario doesn't want to score the first goal. He doesn't want to make it all about him. I think he's trying to set up his teammates, and they're trying to set him up, and nobody's really pulling the trigger at this point. Now the D-Row All-Stars back again into the middle. Serio with a nice defensive play there. Surely making up for his earlier intentional gaffe. And now the All-Canadians with numbers. D-Row's in the middle there. Crosses over to the left side. Takes a chip. Unable to run up to that pass. Still with it. There's a strike and a deflection off the leg of the defender. And it's cleared out on the left side, and that will go out for a throw-in for the All-Canadians. And now we'll see some substitutions here, as we'll have at least 3 or 4 D-Row All-Star players subbing in on the white side, including the netminder. And Danny Dicchio among those coming off the pitch for the All-Stars. There's De Rosario with it. He's pushing forward. There's a strike. I believe it deflected off a teammate. And a quick save by the keeper and rolled back out as the D-Row All-Stars will get up to midfield. De Rosario with the steal, and he'll get it back from a teammate. Left flank for Stalteri. Looking for D-Row again and unable to find him now. Brian Ching is up for the All-Star squad. Marked closely there by Stalteri. Now into the box, and the All-Canadians are able to clear it out wide left side. And the pace of this game has slowed down a little bit as we're now almost 20 minutes in and wondering if some of the players beginning to lose their legs a little bit.
I think going forward we'll see a lot more long ball rather than playing up the middle with quick off-the-ball movement. But with players like this with such high caliber, their long balls will always be consistent.
It was, I believe, Jordan Hamilton who stole the ball for the All-Canadians. He's out there wearing number 17, I believe, up on the right side. There's D-Row in the middle, and a good save there by the keeper, pushing it out on the left side. D-Row has now had 3 or 4 good scoring opportunities and just unable to find the back of the net just yet. There's a strike from the left side of the box and well wide of the goal. No problem for Kenny Stamatopoulos. We're now over 20 minutes in this first half. Again, it'll be a 2 30-minute halves with a 10-minute halftime. The D-Row All-Stars on a goal from Danny Dicchio leading the All-Canadian 1-0. There's Jordan Hamilton, little left-footed lob, and it went wide of the goal.
I think he was looking for a run-on pass there, but unfortunate, no one was there to connect with.
David Edgar, high boot, unable to knock it down. And now the All-Stars pushing forward. Right side of the box, there's a cross in, looking for a header off the bar. It comes back out into the middle, still not cleared, and now the Canadian side will be able to dance out of danger, and it's Julian de Guzman who did the clearing. Now there's a long ball moving forward, and the keeper, goalkeeper's pushing forward and getting more involved in the action and perhaps leaving some empty nets available.
With games like this, it's always fun to see them kind of out of their element, maybe take a one-on-one, try and beat a defender.
The All-Stars who have carried the play in this first half are pressing for another goal. And Kenny Stamatopoulos will push that out. The All-Stars very far forward, and Dwayne De Rosario had a chance to push forward there as he was nearly alone at midfield. Instead, sent it back, and that allows the White All-Star team to get possession. But now the Canadian squad has it back out towards midfield. There's number 4, I believe it's Toast St. Ricketts, who we saw score 2 goals here on Tuesday night for the Canadian team. And he's with it now. There's a strike and another nice save right at the keeper. And now D-Row looking to move forward. Almost had a seam to exploit there. Now carries it into the box. It comes loose on the right side, chipped, and it's in. It's a goal for the Canadians. I'm not sure if D-Row got there before it trickled over the line. He certainly helped propel it there. And it's the classic D-Row celebration whether it's his or not, he's taking ownership of it. And the Canadians have tied the match. It does look like he was able to get a boot on it as there was chipped. And they are going to give it to D-Ro, of course.
I mean, it's his
Close
day.
enough.
Why not? He made sure it got in. It got in. It counts.
And a nice creative play there from, as mentioned, I believe it's Tosin Ricketts wearing number 4. And the Canadians have tied the match here. We're a little over 5 minutes away from halftime. Push forward. There's Jordan Hamilton. The keeper well out of the 18-yard box to challenge him. And that's left a gaping cage, and Paul Stalteri will cross it over. Looking for D-Ro. There's De Guzman with a right-footed strike off the legs of a defender. And Chantel, we saw what you were talking about there. The keeper well out of the 18-yard box, out of their element. D-Ro with a little flick forward. Jordan Hamilton is unable to get that back to him with the header. And the D-Ro All-Star squad will move it back up.
I feel like that goal by Dwayne De Rosario kind of lit a spark again for the All-Canadian team, had another scoring opportunity there, and then the heroic movement of the goalie getting out there, taking that opportunity away.
Again, there will be a 10-minute halftime in about 5 minutes here. And it'd be neat to see the team stay out on the field and, you know, just grab some water and orange slices, just like in minor soccer. So the De Rosario chants begin from the South End supporters here at BMO Field. D-Ro with it now. Up for Ricketts. There's David Edgar for Stalteri. They're onside. There's a strike and an excellent save.
Nice ball moving up the middle and sending another long ball, but great shot.
Looks like Danny Dicchio will be checking back into the game here, along with two other D-Ro All-Star players. Another long cross there as they're looking for Jordan Hamilton streaking up the right flank. Jordan Hamilton been a little snake bitten in USL play with Toronto FC2. Almost think he wants to get a goal today just to sort of shake off a little bit of that rust and get himself back into form when Toronto FC2 resumes play next weekend right here at BMO Field. Stamatopoulos sends it up for De Rosario. Some numbers for the Canadian team. Back to De Rosario on the right side. Now Jordan Hamilton. Guzman, De Rosario. Left-footed strike just wide of the goal. De Rosario is looking for his second of the opening half.
We've seen De Rosario kind of all over the field on the upper half, and it just shows how versatile and dangerous he is up there.
Flashbacks to his days as a star player for Toronto FC. De Rosario at midfield. Long ball up for Ricketts. And a good save by the keeper as Ricketts tried a little flick play, similar to how he scored his second goal on Tuesday night for Team Canada. And there's the halftime whistle. 30 minutes have come and gone. The opening half. We have a score of 1-1 between the D-Row All-Stars and the D-Row All-Canadians at the Dwayne De Rosario testimonial match here at BMO Field. There will be a 10-minute halftime, and we will rejoin you on the other side of halftime for second half action. You are watching the Dwayne De Rosario testimonial match on TorontoFC.ca. Welcome back inside BMO Field. Matt Nicola Antonio and Chantel Blais with you for the second half of the Dwayne De Rosario testimonial match. And as we alluded may happen in the first half, we will see Dwayne De Rosario switch sides for this second half. He's donned a white kit and will be playing for the D-Row All-Stars. In a fun bit of competitive spirit here, as he will he's going to be going south to north once again, moving right to left in the white uniforms. The Canadian team moving from left to right in the red uniforms. And so, Chantel, you mentioned that perhaps a 3-2 scoreline. We have 1-1 after half. Do you imagine we'll see more or fewer offensive opportunities in this second half?
Well, with him switching teams, maybe we'll see him try and set up guys on this team or them try and set him up again. And for the fans here, I think we all want to see D-Row kind of pocket a couple more.
Absolutely. So, and he'll get an opportunity again to play with Danny Dicchio, who scored the opening goal of the match. And Dicchio, it looks like, is currently playing on the back line on defense for the D-Row All-Stars. And that's another fun element of a game like this, is you have some of these players might play out of position a little bit to allow some other players to step in. When you have 7 strikers on a team, somebody has to play defense.
For sure, and it's probably something that Dicchio wouldn't be in that position any other time, so why not play center back and kind of get a feel for it? It's a completely different vision of the game.
And maybe with a player like Dicchio playing on the back line, that is what's going to help create more offense in this game. David Edgar pushing that out forward. Tosin Ricketts unable to corral it. Apologies in the first half. Mentioned Jordan Hamilton's name a few times, wearing number 17. Jordan Hamilton's actually wearing number 12. And there's number 17 with a shot from the right side of the box, and it goes wide of the goal. Jordan Hamilton is wearing number 12, and he is out there now. We also see his fellow Toronto FC2 teammate, Chris Manella, who's wearing number 5 and playing right back right now for the D-Row All-Canadian squad.
Another player playing out of position. He normally is in the middle of the field, the heart of TFC2, right in the center, but once again, playing a different position and having fun in that position.
There's De Rosario with a right-footed flick and a save from Kenny Stamatopoulos. The goalkeeper on the other end right now, John Conway, currently Toronto FC's goaltender coach. Headed away by the All-Canadian squad, and they will once again look to push forward. There's Chris Manella moving it into the middle of the field for Julian de Guzman. Right side, Jordan Hamilton. Hamilton able to switch the field over to the left side. Through ball into the middle. There's Ricketts. Pushed back out. Now back for Canadian player. De Guzman, Hamilton. Knocked down, but the All-Star squad will control and have an opportunity to clear this forward. Now they do. Up on the right side. I believe that's Manuel Aparicio, another Toronto FC2 player. And some of the younger members of these squads getting some action to relieve the tired old legs in the second half. Again, unlimited substitutions for these teams, so we'll see some players moving in and out on and off the pitch over the final now 26 minutes. 2 30-minute halves, and we are 4 minutes into the second half. Again, don't forget, if you are coming down to the Toronto FC game this evening, there will be a ceremony to honor Dwayne De Rosario prior to that match. So plan on getting here a little bit early, getting into your seat, and having a great view of the ceremony ahead of the game against New York City. A pair of teams on 3-game winning streaks. Toronto FC looking for their first ever 4-game MLS winning streak tonight.
That'll be quite an accomplishment, and especially after representing, being here and celebrating De Rosario, that would top it all off.
The Canadian squad able to avert some danger, and now Julian de Guzman, back heel pass. Chris Manella with it. On the left side, pass too far, and now the All-Stars will push back. Through ball into the box, but just out of the reach of the All-Star player, and will be a goal kick for Stamatopoulos. Paul Stalteri, Canadian all-time leader in international appearances. Middle of the field, Ricketts. And now back for Stamatopoulos. David Edgar. Little give and go. There's Ricketts. Nice little move there to get around the defender, and Canada will be able to start pushing forward. There's Ali Gerba. He's into the box. He stops up, looking for an open teammate. Finds David Edgar. There's Jordan Hamilton. Hamilton into the middle, looking for Edgar, a little bit behind him, unable to corral it. And Conway will throw it up to midfield. And now back and forth. The All-Stars pushing forward with some numbers, looking for De Rosario in the middle. And a good defensive play there sends the ball out of bounds. De Rosario. Lob pass. Knocked away by a Canadian player. And now Canada will push forward out to midfield with some numbers. Jordan Hamilton comes onto it. He's onside. Jordan Hamilton has Ali Gerba with him. He finds Gerba. There's a strike. And it's off the bar. Stopped by Conway. He redirected it and it rolled off the upright. A glorious chance for the All-Canadians, and they do not capitalize, but they will get a corner.
I think Hamilton was kind of caught off guard there. I think he thought he was offside by a mile, but he wasn't. Then 3 on 1 goalie should be a goal. It's a no-brainer, but I think they kind of got a little too patient. Do you want to take the goal? And then unfortunate for them, no goal.
So Canada will look to take advantage of the corner. Stalteri trying to cross it all the way over to the near side for Hamilton, but it's knocked down. Nifty little move there from De Rosario. He's now wide on the left side. They'll look to find him. They do. A volley shot, and it did not go where he wanted it to. Now push forward. There's an opportunity. And the All-Star player had to jump over Kenny Stamatopoulos. Now the Canadians coming down the left flank. Hamilton's in the middle. Fancy footwork into the box. Still with it. And it's going to be out for a corner off the hand of John Conway. And the Canadians sort of seizing the momentum of this second half, and they've pushed forward with several numbers opportunities.
the pace of the game kind of quickened again starting this half. Maybe people got some rest during that 10-minute break.
And some fresh legs.
Exactly. And also having the younger guys who are in season right now definitely does help.
It'll be interesting to see how some of the older retired players attempt to keep up with some of the younger players like Jordan Hamilton and Chris Manella and Manuel Aparicio, who, as you mentioned, are in season right now. Toast St. Ricketts as well. There's Hamilton for Ricketts. David Edgar able to keep it in on the near side. Ricketts. Hamilton into the middle, and a solid defensive play there from De Rosario thwarts the scoring opportunity, and now he will push it back the other way as the All-Stars move forward. And we'll just allow that ball to be taken by the Canadians.
I think he may have thought he was offside there, but the flag wasn't up.
No reason to stop running unless you hear the whistle. Now the Canadians with an opportunity. Crossed into the middle, no one home for the All-Canadians. And that will result the ball being cleared back up towards midfield. De Rosario pushes it back. Hamilton applying pressure, and it will be sent back to John Conway, the goaltender. Now the D-Row All-Stars pushing forward. Excellent run here to the right side of the box. Ball pushed a little bit too far. Now De Rosario. Left-footed strike. Good save, Stamatopoulos. Definitely looking for D-Row on that play, and a good left-footed strike will win his team a corner. Jordan Hamilton with it now. We'll send it back for Stamatopoulos. David Edgar. Up the left side, there's Stalteri. Has Gerba. Hamilton. Oh, and it's a save by Conway, and then it deflects off Hamilton, and it will not be a corner for the Canadians. Jordan Hamilton showing some of the frustration and goal scoring that he's had in his season this year, unable to find the back of the net today. Ali Gerba for the All-Canadians. Toast St. Ricketts. Now to Guzman. Looking for someone in the middle. There's Gerba. He tried to switch the direction of it and took too long, and now the D-Row All-Star squad will push forward. De Rosario gets it back. Tried to cross it in. It was deflected off a defender, and this will go out for a corner for the D-Row All-Stars. And a litany of players on the sidelines. We're going to see a few substitutions here on both sides. D-Row takes the corner, short corner. And now gets it back, moves it into the middle of the pitch. Excellent defensive play there by the recent sub, and that sends Tosaint Ricketts up on the left side. Trio of young players moving forward. There's Ricketts onto the right side for Hamilton. Hamilton waiting, and sends it into the middle and unable to connect on a pass to a teammate. Manila steps forward, forcing pass from Juan Pablo. Now De Rosario on the far side at midfield. Played into the middle. Excellent defensive play there by Edgar. Now Hamilton. Hamilton pushing it out wide and losing control of it, and it'll be a throw-in to the D-Row All-Stars.
Now we see Dero kind of taking control in the middle lesser than the high striker position, which again we talked about, just shows how versatile, and he will still be creating opportunities, but now he's kind of setting the pace for his all-star team.
Julian de Guzman, Tosaint Ricketts. Pushed up on the left side, looking for Stalteri, a little bit out of his reach. Danny Dicchio. Out of bounds on the far side. 45 minutes played, so we're about 15 minutes left to go here in this Dwayne De Rosario testimonial match. Currently 1-1, goals from Danny Dicchio and Dwayne De Rosario in the first half. Stalteri, there's a strike and an excellent save by the Dwayne De Rosario All-Stars keeper. De Rosario inside midfield. Looking for a return pass. Sent up on the right side of the box. Cross into the middle was the intention, but it sails behind the goal out of bounds. And Stamatopoulos will have a goal kick. De Guzman. Stamatopoulos. Headed forward by Dicchio. There's Juan Pablo losing control. And Manila has it for the Canadians. Push forward on the right flank. Into the middle. And an excellent defensive play there by the out of position Danny Dicchio against a much younger opponent.
And smaller.
Veteran savvy coming into play there for Danny Dicchio. And we see Dero taken down. A foul called and a free kick. And the Canadian player making a hand motion suggesting Dero embellished that play there. And De Rosario with a strike, and that goes wide. Everyone having a little bit of fun here, I think, though the only person who might not want to join in on the trick would be Kenny Stamatopoulos. Have to imagine that the former teammate of De Rosario is not going to easily allow a goal to De Rosario. Perhaps a winner late. Dispossessed just outside the 18-yard box. Now moving forward, there's De Rosario looking for some space. Finds a teammate. There's a strike. Diving save by Stamatopoulos off the bar, and they score. It's De Rosario again. Well, Stamatopoulos certainly didn't allow it. He made an excellent save on the first opportunity. And De Rosario collecting the second try and puts in his second goal of the game for a second different squad, and that is the difference. It's now 2-1 to the All-Stars.
First great save. Second, unfortunately, De Rosario makes no mistake, going right under the bar.
Goal scored in the 49th minute for D-Rose All-Stars by number 14, Dwayne De Rosario.
So we'll see what the response is from the Canadian side. As they push forward looking for a late equalizer. We've got about just over 10 minutes to play here in this testimonial match. Dero, nice through ball for Juan Pablo, and a left-footed push goes just wide. Stamatopoulos came out and played the angle perfectly. Julian de Guzman in the middle of the field. Push forward, left side, Ricketts. Ricketts crossing over, a little too much gusto on that cross, and will go out for a goal kick. Substitution here. We'll see Julian de Guzman checking out of the game. And with just under 10 minutes, that might be under 10 minutes remaining. That might be it for him this afternoon. De Rosario, fancy pass there. Looking for Juan Pablo, was unable to find him cleanly. Throw in near midfield. It's another "We love you, Dero" chant breaks out, and there's a shot from the man himself. And Kenny Stamatopoulos not allowing it to go in. Canada will push forward, looking for an equalizer. Right side, trio of players in the middle. And they're unable to handle that cross, but maintain possession. David Edgar. Dero taps it over for a teammate, now gets it back. Breakaway De Rosario, just Stamatopoulos to beat. And Stamatopoulos gets a foot on it. Dero still with it. Chipped up and over the goal. An excellent play there from Kenny Stamatopoulos. Dero looking for the hat trick.
Fancy idea there. He was also looking for someone to run in, but we were talking about the legs. It may be a bit tiring now. There was no one there to support him.
And perhaps nobody wanting to steal the spotlight from De Rosario's hat trick goal. There's a left-footed strike. Excellent play by the defender, and the Dero All-Star team will push it forward. On the left side for Juan Pablo. Now De Rosario. Through the middle. Into the box on the left side. There's a cross. And a great save by Stamatopoulos.
Wow, that was like clockwork with an unbelievable save.
Good setup, but a better stop. And another save from Stamatopoulos. They're making him work for it this afternoon. Push forward looking for Hamilton. Good play by the defender, but we're going to see a foul called here and a free kick for the All-Canadian squad. Ricketts takes it quickly. There's Hamilton. Hamilton stops, dribbles, turns around, looks towards midfield, and sends it back for Stalteri. Looking to cross to the right side for Manella. Failed to connect. And Juan Pablo has it for the Dero All-Stars. Now move to the right side. Hamilton. No, it's not Hamilton, but a Canadian player with the defense and starts it up for Canada. The all-Canadian squad. Stalteri moving to the middle. Passes off. There's a good run right into the middle. Ricketts, nifty footwork, stops up, still with it. Finds Hamilton. Hamilton with a behind the leg opposite foot shot. And that was
Easy save.
not the best effort from Jordan Hamilton, but a very creative one. And now Chris Manella with it for the all-Canadian squad. There's a long strike, and it's over the goal. And that goes all the way into the stands and down the concourse. About 5 minutes to go here. 2-1 for the D-Row All-Stars. D-Row has the go-ahead goal here in the second half. He also scored the goal for the all-Canadian squad in the first half. Danny Dicchio also scoring for the All-Stars. A nifty play there on the left side and a chip in on goal and an easy save for the keeper. Throws it out to Juan Pablo. Canadians now getting very creative in their attempts, putting on a good show for the few hundred fans gathered here at BMO Field this afternoon in anticipation of a good match tonight with New York City. And now the all-Canadian squad moving forward with some numbers. Hamilton on the right side. Runs onto it. Moves into the box. Passes off. And another excellent play there by the defender. Sends it out for a throw-in. Hamilton moving forward into the box. Excellent play by the defender there. Sends it out wide to the left side. There's a strike, a hard left-footed strike. And the keeper had to be quick to make the save and now sends it up forward to midfield. And do we see another goal from De Rosario to put this one out of reach? He's got a seam through the middle. He's into the box. A right-footed shot. Good strike, but a better save from Stamatopoulos. And now the two of them exchanging a joke as the ball moves back upfield for the all-Canadian squad. David Edgar. Good move there. Pushes forwards for Ricketts. Ricketts into the box. Taken down, and the referee waves it off. No call. Ricketts with a big smile, a little embellishment, looking to add some drama to the match this afternoon. It was a good effort from Ricketts and a good through ball from David Edgar. Into the final 2.5 minutes of this afternoon's match. Pushed forward. Edgar will run onto it on the left side. Edgar's been dangerous these last few minutes. Sends it through to the middle. There's a strike. And an easy save. Made to look more difficult than it was.
If that shot had more pace on it, it could have been a dangerous shot, but unfortunately there was not enough power behind that one.
De Rosario. Up on the right side. There's a partial break. Stops up for Dero. Scores! It's a hat trick for Dwayne De Rosario. His second for the All-Star squad, in addition to his one for the All-Canadian squad. It's 3 goals for De Rosario, 4 total in the match, and a 3-1 D-Row All-Stars advantage. And everybody up in on the celebration, including the keeper. There is nobody back on the other side of the field for the All-Stars, and now they will all begin to make their way back. As the Canadians, with a little over a minute remaining here, will take one opportunity to try and get themselves back on the score sheet. Backheel pass dropped for Edgar. He moves into the box, into the middle for Ricketts. Almost like a free kick there, and it's sent over the goal. A nice creative in-game set piece there for the All-Canadian squad. Sent over the goal. There's Jordan Hamilton moving into the middle. Still with it. Ricketts stops up. Now for Hamilton. Now shoots. And it's gone just wide. This will be a goal kick as we've reached full time. There is your final whistle, and that is the end of the Dwayne De Rosario testimonial match. 3 goals from the man of the hour. No doubt about it, the man of the match is Dwayne De Rosario. A solid performance from him. Solid performance all around. We saw some creative offensive plays. We saw 4 goals, and certainly a lot of fun for a lot of these guys to be back out on the field together.
Definitely. What a better way than for Dwayne De Rosario to cap off with nice little hat trick on BMO Field in front of his home supporters.
And once again, he will be honored tonight before the match against New York City. So make sure if you are planning to get down here, it's a 7 o'clock start for the Reds, and the ceremonial will begin shortly before that. So make sure you're here early to catch that and to catch the game as well, as Toronto FC will be looking for their first 4-game MLS winning streak in franchise history, and a nice round of applause for all of the players this afternoon, and they are giving the round of applause right back for coming out. An excellent event for Dwayne De Rosario to commemorate his career with Toronto FC. We thank you for joining us this afternoon. For Chantel Blais, I'm Matt DiNicolantonio. You have an excellent Saturday afternoon.